security for Monet. In 1878, poverty forced him to move to a rented house, shared with another family in the village of Vétheuil, on the banks of the Seine, 40 miles
And it's so
from
good to
Paris.
wear the blue scarf.
Soon after the family moved to the village, Monet's wife, Camille, became seriously ill. And after the birth of their second child, her condition deteriorated. He was often forced to choose between paint or medicine for his wife. In a letter he said, "I haven't been able to work for a month now, lacking all the colours."
When you know what Monet was going through in his life at the time, it makes you feel really differently about this painting. Monet is in the winter of his life, so it's fairly apt that it's so snowy. It's that bit where snow has gone from being really beautiful to being just like junky and dirty. It's not pristine snow, it's not about smoothness and purity and everything looking peaceful and sort of out of control a little bit. I suppose that's probably how he felt at the time, out of control. What you can see here are people. You don't see it at first because they're almost completely engulfed in the landscape, but they're more like ghosts. And I think that's incredibly poignant, as what's about to happen is that he will lose Camille and she'll become a ghost.
Camille died in September 1879. Some 40 years later, Monet described to a friend the thoughts that went through his mind as he sat next to their bed looking at her corpse. "I caught myself in the act of mechanically analysing the succession of appropriate colour gradations which death was imposing on her immobile face. Tones of blue, of yellow, of grey. Even before I had the idea of setting down the features to which I was so deeply attached, my organism automatically reacted to the colour stimulated, and my reflexes caught me up, in spite of myself, in an unconscious operation which was the daily course of my life." In this painting, she seems to be cocooned in ice.
This is such a tragic picture of Camille. It might seem macabre that he was painting her on her deathbed, but actually, it's completely what you have to do. What he had to do. It was compulsion to cherish her and treasure her, and I guess to not lose her completely. Trying to capture her in the brush strokes and stroking her, because every single mark is that brush, and that's a caress. And it's this kind of terrible, painful moment, and the only way that he could have got through it is painting.
Camille's death was followed by a brutally severe winter. On the 10th of December, the temperature reached a record low of minus 25 degrees. The Seine froze over completely, but by the thaw, Monet had managed to sell some of his winter landscapes of the village, and was busy painting the vast blocks of ice as they broke up and drifted downstream.